Thank you so much for watching this video. As you know, every year at our banquet, we get to celebrate our seniors, but unfortunately, the banquet's been postponed. So to make up for that, we've made a video to celebrate each and every one of our 6 seniors this year.
Being a swimmer from the age of 5 or 6, or in some cases 3, all the way through 18 is a huge accomplishment. Not only do they show the commitment and dedication, but they have learned so much. Today you're going to hear some stories from our athletes of that time here at COM, and we are so honored to have been a part of those and to have helped facilitate these situations and stories, because they're the little pieces of this sport that have impacted their character and who they have become as adults.
So today you get to meet Sophia Ortiz. One of the awesome things about Sophia is no matter what she's doing or who she's working with, she brings awesome leadership and positivity. And today I hope that rubs off on you.
My name is Sophia Ortiz. I went to Lee High School and I've been swimming for 5 years. I think one of my favorite memories, it's kind of like a collection of memories. It would have to be travel trips. I liked bonding with people and I liked being like in crazy situations such as zones when we got delayed at the flight, but after all that craziness, it ended up being pretty fun. You know, I enjoyed it. Yeah, okay, so I think the hardest thing I ever did was probably the training trip. And I think the sets that I had to do, I didn't realize how mentally challenging they were, but after I was able to finish them, look back at the sets, I was like, man, I could conquer anything and swim. That set was tough. I would just say, trust the process, because if they're swimming and they're tired and they want to give up, they have to know that you're going to have those meets where you don't do too well, you're going to work hard in practice, and then in the end, you're going to do really well. Trust the process and see it through. As my dad would say, he'd say, see it through. Go to practice, go to that morning practice, and go to that afternoon practice, because in the end, I had some really good times, I had some really good cuts, and I was proud of what I accomplished at Calm. I would like to thank everyone. It's kind of broad, but I can narrow it down. I'd like to thank everyone because my parents were always there at swim meets. They always supported me. You know, my dad was videotaping me. We'd look back and see what I could do better. My teammates, because they pushed me through practice, they made me laugh during practice. All the bonds we created was really fun. And then my coaches, such as you, Coach Mike, because you never doubted me. You always said, hey, what can we do to fix the situation? We analyzed it and then ended up doing better than what we could imagine.
What are you most proud of watching Sophia accomplish in the past 5 years?
You know, for me, I guess as a dad, I'm excited that she entered this venture. She started off in 8th grade just trying to pick up the sport of swimming, and to see where she's gone from that point, where she couldn't do a simple flip turn, and how intimidated she was by just all the other swimmers, because at that point the swimmers had been swimming for 4 years, so it was really intimidating. And so for her to continue through it and see it through high school.
I remember Sophia sharing a story with me about zones in which the bellboys had encouraged her to go ahead and lead the chant for the parade, and she just felt very honored that they would look at her as a leader and so forth on the team. And so she went ahead and just decided to go ahead and just said, I'm going to put my heart into all of this and just lead the others and develop these friendships and so forth. And that was just a really pivotal moment in her leadership and her growth as a swimmer.
My advice to other swim families and parents is, just like the kids when they first start, it's intimidating. You don't know who to talk to or who to visit with. And so I would encourage them not to be shy. There's always a group of families, and usually you'll see them huddled together, and it's always tough to engage in those conversations, but feel free to talk to some of those folks. And yes, you'll find some parents aren't as willing to visit with you about things, but you're gonna find some other families and other parents are just terrific to work with and to talk with and learn about the sport, learn about what's best for your swimmer and also your family. I'll give kudos out to one of ours, is the Ruff family. Justine has always been good to us, but there's other families that have also reached out to us and helped us out, like the Foremans and others. So you're gonna find those families, you're gonna find those individuals, and so don't be intimidated by it. engage them, and they'll definitely help you out with the process.
And I would just say, just enjoy the moment as well. Just know that your children are there doing their best and having a good time. So I think it's important to just encourage them along the way. And for the new parents, definitely try and find somebody that you can go ahead and help you along. And also trust the coaches. They really do know what they're doing. I'm not a swimmer. I didn't know anything about the sport, but I had a lot of guidance from the swim coaches. And that really helped a lot. So let the coaches do what they're doing, and then you as a parent just love them and support them, and you'll find other people in your circle. And it's a beautiful, beautiful community when you do.
What's next for Sophia Ortiz?
This might come as a surprise to everyone, but I would like to swim at a JC college in Great Bend, Kansas, Burnt Community College. And after that, I would like to graduate Texas Tech with my bachelor's in elementary education.
That's awesome. So, so a year ago, you would not have been talking about swimming in college.
Nope.
So what changed in that year? Why? Why now?
I think what changed was definitely being in quarantine. I really figured out, I miss swim, and why cut it off now when I could have a couple more years.
I'll tell you how we do this. Get money, be so foolish. I'll tell you how we do this.